Hey everybody, welcome back to another unboxing video. This is All Time Wrestling, and I did the All or Nothing Kickstarter pledge, so I got basically the all-in minus the playmat and the card sleeves. But this one caught me by surprise, not because of the game, but much like other people on Kickstarter, this one showed up today with no notification, nothing in my spam folder, nothing. I went out, I assumed it was something else I had ordered, brought it in, let it sit for a bit, not thinking I needed to open it, and well, here it is. So who's ready to rumble? Let's get into this wrestling game right now. That was a horrible attempt at a ring announcer. When we dig in here, we've got our rule book. This was the basic rule book, and I was able to do some of the print and play and see some of the earlier renditions of the rule book itself. Offered a few suggestions. They were always looking for suggestions. I'm a teacher, so I threw some grammar suggestions at them. Excuse me about that. Well, this is the All or Nothing rule book, and this includes things for solo play. And if you dig back here further, it's also got the campaign, which I'm actually very excited to try out. Looks pretty cool as you create your own wrestler. Kind of, because you're going to use one of the pre-existing wrestlers. I did not pledge high enough to create my own. Then we have the Double Trouble rulebook, so basically a bunch of expansions in one here. This has got the tag team rules in it. I'm not sure if the All or Nothing or if this one has the, oh, here it is, the cage match rules. So there's a card for that. And there's some extreme weapons as well that come into play. When we get into the actual components, I've got to admit, I chuckled. I'm going to get this real close for you. These are some of the markers that go on the boards. They're not real big, and I'm fearful that I'm going to lose them. Likewise here, you get your ×1 and your reversal markers. I mean, they're the size of a button, but that's okay. As long as I keep track of them, I think we'll be okay with that. This here is the actual board for the cage match. I forget, I think these markers are used as part of the cage match. It's been a while since I read about the cage match rules. There's nothing on the other side. This is for your solo campaign. And again, I remember watching a video on it. I'm going to have to refresh my memory. It's been about 9-10 months since I first looked at it. I like the fact that you could be a face or a heel along the way, depending on how things go. So I'm very curious how that works out. Now let's get into the meat of it here. We've got our wrestler boards, and each one is dual layered, so nice recessed areas here for your cubes to move around. We've, of course, got some of the made-up wrestlers for all-time wrestling, but then you get into the greats here. We've got Andre the Giant, Randy Macho Man Savage. Ooh, yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. That was a horrible one as well. Voice just doesn't have it today. Another made-up wrestler for the game. These two were in the print and play, if I'm not mistaken, when you tried it out. And then we've got Kurt Angle and the British Bulldog. So yeah, I like that we were able to get some of the, icons into the game, as well as some of the characters that they made up to fill out the ranks. I think that's a great mix. Nice storage that they have in here. I haven't quite figured out where everything's going to go yet, but nice vacuum form storage here. We've got some mini cards. We've got dice. These are custom dice for your, I believe, the solo and the campaign mode. And then you got your typical D6, and you got some markers here. I know that's for solo mode. This is going to be for stamina and health. Looks like I got a couple extra ones in there. I don't know if that's intentional. They provide some extra baggies. That's always nice. The mini cards here, we've got some stuff for the solo play and the NPC player. This is the one I'm most curious about. We've got some Extreme Rules weapons. Let's see if we can open this up real quick. Just dig in. And the reason I'm curious, I'll be honest, I shared some ideas on their Facebook page as to what we could use for Extreme Rules. And I'm just curious. We got brass knuckles. You've got the ladder, of course. Oh, thumbtacks. Gotta have thumbtacks. Kendo sticks, a busted table. Chairs. Gotta have good chair smack as well. Some health kits. More chairs. There it is. I am happy to see that. I suggested that on Facebook. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it in. You got Kurt Angle. You got to have the milk truck. If you don't know what I mean, YouTube it. You'll figure it out. All right, I'm excited about that. And I'm not going to open up all the cards, but we just have different stacks of cards here. This is looks like it's for the solo play, something about the heel. I'm sure it seems like there's just a mix of cards, you know, just however it worked out, solo play or aid. I think this is maybe storyline cards, but it really feels like they just kind of fit as many as they could in the packaging, because this looks like the Bulldog, but here's Andre, and clearly not the same size deck. So I think they just doubled up on what they could to make space, or to make the best use of space. Let's see here if I can get this open real quick for you. I don't think it's going to. I don't want to waste your time on video here. Yeah, it's not going to open without some extra work, but you can see the artwork there. That's one of the things I liked about this. I thought they had some very unique artwork choices. And I know with the print and play, they didn't have a lot of variety in the artwork. So I'm really hoping that there will be in the actual game itself. I assume there will be. I mean, the print and play most likely was just the very generic artwork. I will say this. I mentioned I didn't get the sleeves. I've never been a sleever. I've said that before. Kind of wish I did for this set because this is a little bit more generic back than I was expecting. And the sleeves had some nice artwork to go with each wrestler. It just, at the time, the money wasn't there. I was already putting in quite a bit just for the game itself, and I just had to make that decision. Same with the playmat. So there you have it, all-time wrestling. And I'm looking forward to giving this a try. My sons and I are big wrestling fans, and we're looking to get this to the table and enjoying it. And until next time, keep on gaming.